I
Now,
got a lot of
what's
D's.
wrong with this
I got
picture?
a lot of D's in here.
Yes.
I don't
You,
know where these names. I can switch that up. That's easy.
yeah,
Yeah, that's easy.
you shouldn't have the same letter for, especially main characters or even sub characters. Um,
Gotcha.
so just something to put on your list of things to do. Um, some of this was just technical stuff. Um, okay, I need you to head up this team, son. Um, I mean, this guy's relying a lot on Dieter, and that's good. And he explains that he's just been there a couple of weeks, and then he goes into his past. Um, I liked it. It was a little bit confusing prior to us. I don't think he would talk like that. I think he would say, "Hey, you were the head of the department at Aces, or whatever,
Right.
Aces Intel, our competitor. Prior to that, you were at MIT."
It should be a little bit more of a just an easy, I want to say, swale into that department lead at Aces Intel. You know, do I have to remind you that prior to us, you were department lead at Aces Intel?
Right.
You know,
And son, what do you think of me if I'm asking you to do this, and if I thought you couldn't do it, I wouldn't ask you.
yeah, and he's a little reluctant. He's 2 weeks in. He's still trying to learn his job.
Oh, I
And
know he's reluctant, but
yeah, yeah, and
he's
he's
not in charge.
right.
Your
That's right.
boss tells you,
That's right.
and the fact is, he knows he's smart enough to do it. He's being a bit humble, and he's scared
Right.
because he's 22. You know,
Right.
even though he went to MIT, he's not one of these big-headed, fatheads, egotistical people. And when he gives a speech on how to do this stuff, and he was very subtle on his, well, we could fix it if we didn't have this other thing that you guys already tried. It's kind of a subtle dig. You know
It
what I'm
was.
talking about? Do you
Well,
remember?
yeah, yeah. No, it
Yeah,
was because I needed him to step up and say, "Well, listen, okay, if you want to do this, because he's been up against this before in his career."
right. If you're going to do this right.
Right.
Do it the way I tell you because that it's right.
Right.
And he's got to own that. He's got to own that. But that's the only place he owns this ego. He's bad with women. He's bad in socializing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everything is cool here. This is an insert. This is how I like to do them because they kind of stand out.
Okay.
Now, when all is said and done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bold all our
All the inserts.
scene headings.
Okay, scene headings. Now, is
Only,
that for all scene headings or just that
yeah,
particular one?
and I only do this now because it's kind of the thing. It does look better. It's easier to scroll, easier
Okay.
to go from scene to scene, basically. I'm still a
That's
old
for all. I mean, you bold all the scene headings, right?
all the anything that's justified to
Okay.
this side, yes, except for action lines.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, so yeah, but all scene headings. That's it. But because insert is a scene heading, I also go ahead and I bold and center. Now to do that, put it in general
Right.
in the formatting. It's if you look here, that's can you see that up there?
Yes. Yep.
Am I still in share?
You
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see the general?
Yep.
Okay. Um, so that's what I like to do here. And I make it, make it even because I'm ace.
Yeah.
But I like to have everything just, squared.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I agree.
So,
I love it.
so that's how I do that. And I give it kind of pops out, and it's a screen text, so it's going to stand out. Um, Now again, it's on the computer, so I assume it's a DM.
Right.
If it's a phone, it's going to be a phone screen text. So, all right. So, and of course, he doesn't know what a Snuggie is, which is just adds to his uh,
Right.
personality. Um, Everything is cool here. All right, this got a little. I don't think I highlighted it. Where did I go to the highlight? Okay. I'll just cover this while we're here. Danzig speaks twice in a row. Nothing separating. Um, that wouldn't happen. I mean, you have to have an action line or descriptive
Gotcha.
line or something to separate the two.
Gotcha.
So I think when you wrote it, you probably had it and then took it out. That's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Strange children. Okay, now all right, we have these boys who you have this kid and you just call him little boy. Does he have a name?
Well, he should be Dieter. Okay. That's the little boy. And I was trying to
Oh, I did not put that together.
yeah, yeah. This is Dieter. This is young Dieter. He's in kindergarten. And this young Dieter shows up. He shows up later on when Justine reveals shows what happened to her daughter. And this very same young Dieter here is staring back at him in the back of a bus with a black eye because of what one of these kids did to him. So he's um so there's
So is
because
this a
he's looking, he's
flashback?
watching this. I mean, really, it is a flashback.
Prior to this, Danzig has had no interaction with Justine. Prior to this in the script.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, instead of them just being um, see-through spirits, ooh, and all
Right.
that.
Right.
That's how, like the girl at the
Right.
house, that's what she was. She was
Exactly.
kind of transparent, opaque, and gray-faced, and all that, and that's fine. She was just a kind of a ghost-like figure because he's a baby; he doesn't know anything.
Right.
And but later, you know, the reason why she's able to move the chairs and make noise and he doesn't see anything is because she's a ghost. And then boom, you know, it would be cool if you described it, he sees this see-through translucent figure and then slowly more what's the word?
Develops into a corporeal form.
Morph into a
Right.
human person.
And I
So
kind
she's
of
a good witch.
yeah.
For
Yeah. Well,
lack of a,
she's the mother of a trafficked child who was killed.
got it.
And she's dead herself.
Yeah.
And she's using him to change the future for other children.
Now, where does Danzig come into this? Because you say this whole elementary school bus scene is a dream in Danzig's head, but he's not mentioned anywhere.